Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 26, 2023, approximately 7:30 a.m. And I'm the type of person, right? Sometimes I sit around, I have a lot of time on my hands, sometimes too much time. That's why I'm making these videos all the time. Like now, I'm just sitting here waiting again to get loaded. Mostly just a waiting, hurry up and wait type of thing. So, and a lot of times I think, right, like, I'll be wondering, I ponder, and I was thinking not too long ago, like, I wonder, like, why did God create man, right? So I came up with my own theory. Now, this is not something like God ain't told me nothing, God ain't said, I ain't one of them people saying God told me something. I was just thinking on my own, just wondering, trying to figure out, like, what's the purpose of life? Why did God create us? What was the point? What was he trying to accomplish by creating man? And by him being perfect, why did he create us flawed and imperfect, right? So, this is my theory. So just imagine you, like, say God, right? This is my belief. People say, well, where did God come from? When was he born or whatever? God was never born. God was never created. He always existed. He was just always there. He wasn't created. He didn't come from anything. He just is, was, always will be. He's just existence in itself. That's just my view now. Ain't nobody told me that. Take it with a grain of salt, believe what you want to believe. So, if you can, which is hard to do, try to put yourself in God's shoes, right? You are infinite. I mean, you never die. You were never born. Always was, always will be. At some point in time, just say us humans, right? If we by ourselves for too long, we get lonely, and we want company. We want somebody to talk to, somebody to talk to us, somebody that's not a yes man, to do everything I say do, somebody to bounce out ideas off of, somebody to communicate with that ain't just like me. You want somebody different from you, that y'all can get together and talk and learn from each other and just hang out like your friend, a family member or something. But basically, you don't want to be alone. Sometimes you like your alone time, but overall, you don't want to be lonely all the time. And I honestly believe, it's just my view now, God ain't told me nothing about this. It's just my theory. I think God was lonely. Here he is, the almighty master of the universe, and he all by himself. He ain't got nobody. He gonna live forever. He defies time. Time has no place with him. And he ain't got nobody to talk to. It's just him. Just God. So it was, people say, well, he got the angels. Yeah, but he created the angels different. They don't have free will. They have to, like, they pretty much like yes men. He created them differently than he created man. He gave man free will for a reason. He created the angels. They pretty much just, yes God, yes God. Whatever, they just yes men. Whatever God's, they don't have the option to choose different unless he say so. They do what he say do. But here he created man. So when you got somebody like that, that's like having somebody, like when you rich, millionaire, you got people around you that do anything you say do because you're rich. So the angels do, the way he created them, they do anything he say do because he God. But man, on the other hand, he created us differently. because he was alone, he wanted somebody to keep him company, pretty much. Somebody to love him because they choose to love him, not because they have to. That's why he gave us free will. He wanted someone to love him because, on their own choice. So here you are, gonna be in existence forever, and you ain't got nobody, right? You just God, and you looking around, you got all this space and time and whatever, you just here. What are you gonna do with yourself? Imagine that was you. What would you do? What would you do if you was God and before you created man, and you just existed? You just floated around in the atmosphere and just nothing to do. Nobody to love, nobody to love you. So therefore, he had kids. He wanted a family. The same desire we have as humans to have a family, to raise some kids that love us and we love them. God had kids. We are his kids. No matter what nobody else might tell you, God don't know you, God don't, you ain't God's child, whatever. That's religion. I ain't talking about religion. God wanted a family. And guess who that family is? Us. God was lonely. He wanted to be loved. He wanted to be chosen. And he wanted somebody to love. So he had kids. He created us as his children. So now, we give, believe it or not, this might sound crazy or blasphemous to somebody, some people. We give God purpose now. Now God has purpose. Like we want purpose and have purpose, God has purpose. Because now he has a family. He has kids to take care of. When before it was just him. By himself. Nobody. Just him. In space. In time. All alone. With nothing or nobody. I own all this, but I ain't got nobody to share it with. It's just my theory now of why God created us. Here you got somebody that owns everything. Anything you can think of, anything you can see, anything you can imagine, God owns it. But he got nobody to share it with. It's just him. Looking around, nobody to challenge him. He ain't got nobody to even challenge him. Nobody to question. They say you don't question God. Maybe he want to be questioned. Maybe he want a little conflict. The pain and suffering and the trouble that we go through in life. That serves a purpose. Because if everything was smooth, no problems, no issues, that's what he already had with the angels. Everything perfect, no problem, no nothing. He didn't want life to be perfect. He wanted it to be just the way it is. This was not an accident. This ain't got nothing to do with no Adam and Eve biting no apple. This was created the way it is. God is not stupid. He don't make mistakes. This world the way it is just the way he wanted it. He wanted it to be imperfect. He wanted it to be flawed. He wanted us to not be perfect. He wanted us to have the ability to make a mistake and to do the right thing. He wanted us to have the ability to make the good choice and the wrong. He wanted all that. Ain't nothing in existence by mistake. God didn't make a mistake and put some tree somewhere and left it the way Adam and Eve can bite from it and mess the whole world up. This was by design all along. This was the way he wanted it all along. This is my theory now. It ain't what the Bible says. This is what I think. He wanted it this way. That explains a lot to me. Like, didn't God know everything that was going to happen before it happened? So why he put a tree there for Adam and Eve? Because he didn't. He designed it like this, the way it is. If he wanted it to be perfect, he could have done that. He didn't want us perfect. He didn't want man perfect. He didn't want man to do the right thing all the time. That's what he already had with the angels. He wanted something different. He wanted something or somebody that was going to love him by choice. Even though things might not be going the way we wanted to go, some of us still love God anyway. That's what God wanted. He wanted somebody who, even though your life might be messed up right now, you still trust and love him. It ain't just based on what he do for you. It ain't just based on everything perfect. He wanted a family. He was lonely. He in the universe he owns the universe, and he alone. He by himself. Ain't got nobody. He's the top dog, supreme being. There is no one else but him. I just say, just like we get lonely, God got lonely. I wanted a family. I wanted my own kid because I wanted somebody to leave a legacy to. I wanted somebody to love. I wanted somebody to love me. So God had a family. God had kids. God impregnated the earth with us. The earth is the mother. God is the father. God impregnated the earth, and we are the kids. We are God's seed. We are who, and He wants to. We are who He takes care of. We might not like the way He do it, just like our biological parents. We don't like everything they do. We don't agree with everything our parents do. But they're the parent, and we're the kids. God's the parent, we're the child. I don't agree with everything God does. I get mad at Him. Sometimes I love Him. Sometimes I'm pissed off at Him. Sometimes I want to talk to Him. Sometimes I want to talk to Him. Sometimes I need Him more than I need anything in life. Sometimes I want to be bothered. With God now. A parental child relationship. God's the parent, I'm the child. And I act like a child. And He acts like a parent. That's just my theory, y'all. Take it how you want to take it. But we are here. The earth, the galaxy, the universe, all these things that we see before us. Man, woman, child. We are all here for the simple fact God was lonely. God wanted a family of His own. He was lonely. That's what we come in at. It sounds simple. It ain't that complex. I'm not a Bible scholar. I'm not a religious scholar. I didn't go to seminary school, none of that. I just some dude that drive a truck that thinks a lot. And like I said, I was sitting up thinking that what I came up with. Whether God told me or whether I told myself, that's just what I came up with. God was lonely. That's why He made us, so He wouldn't be alone. So He'll have a family, someone to love, provide for. Some of y'all might say, well, He's doing a lousy job. So many starving, homeless people and hungry people. That's all part of it, baby. This life ain't forever. It ain't what it seems. Ain't nobody suffering for real. Just temporary. So yes, you got homeless people, poor people, rich people. You got all kinds of stuff going on. That's all the complexities of life. That's what makes life great. It's not perfect. If it was perfect, it'd be boring. You ain't got nothing to look forward to. The pain makes you look forward to when you ain't hurting. The hard times make you look forward to the good times. The hard times make the good times even better. The struggle makes you appreciate the progress. I'm gonna say that again. The struggle makes you appreciate the progress. Have you ever noticed when you have kids that are born rich, how spoiled and how messed up a lot of them be? Same thing. The struggle is beautiful. There's beauty in the struggle. You might be struggling right now. There's beauty in it if you look for it. It's there. There's beauty in the pain. It's there. Who want to do good I mean, you might think you do. What joy would life be if you always doing good? Ain't never done bad. You ain't got nothing to look forward to. Everything handed to you at your foot. Life would be so boring. Nothing to look forward to. Like I'm at work right now, but I'm looking forward to maybe going to the casino on the weekend, listen to a live band, hanging out with my family, fish fries. Stuff that I look forward to that makes life beautiful. That's just my theory, y'all. Tell me what y'all think. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Like my video. Like my video. I need some likes, y'all. I don't need no money. Well, I need money too. You want to donate, but I really, if you don't want to spend no money, at least hit the like button. Do that for me. Look out for you, boy. Y'all be blessed.